I just wanted to get you. I wanted to get you a thank you present for bringing me to my first car.
Aww.
Okay, hold up. Before we continue, I was just told to start recording because you know he's gonna give me a surprise, so I didn't know. Okay, but go on, continue.
Okay.
That's very, very sweet of you.
Okay, just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Okay. Here you go. Just as a Rx8.
Is this a
honor? Here you go.
Wait, what?
Dorito
That's not
bag.
Doritos. What is
You
this?
wanna open it?
How did you reseal this? What is this? Oh, like this. Alright guys, if you guys see me at the next event, I'm gonna give you guys one of these. Alright, so you better
Damn,
pull
it's
up.
limited too. How many are these? Like 10?
Damn, where'd you get these?
These are stickers.
Alright guys. Yeah. Oh, what was the thing? Come up to me at the next event if you see this. If you see me, I'll give you one of these.
Oh, it's a keychain.
Nice. The man behind it.
Okay, I don't need this to happen. It's okay. No, okay.
So quick closer look at this if it didn't focus before, you know. Nice. Yo, what's going on guys? Good morning. I just woke up not that long ago. Currently taking the car over to the shop right now to get this vibration diagnosed. If you guys don't remember, or let me just catch you guys up real quick. Recently, as of like last week, I've been feeling this weird vibration in the chassis. Whenever I start the car up and I just let it idle for a little bit, if it's once the RPM normalizes and it sits at around 900 RPM, the chassis gets this like really intense vibration, especially when I first started off for the day. It usually gets better throughout the day, but the chassis just vibrates a lot. The closest thing I can compare it to is kind of like, it feels like when a drying machine's going off, you hear that tumbling sound. It's essentially what I'm hearing whenever I start the car up for the day and for the first time, and it idles at 900 RPM. So that could be like when I'm at a stop sign, stop lights, anything like that. The chassis is just vibrating a lot. When I'm driving, like right now though, the car drives completely fine. The RPM doesn't bounce around. It's really just the chassis. So I have a suspicion that maybe it's like a motor mount or something like that. But I did get the motor mounts checked when I was getting an alignment done last week. So they did say the motor mounts looks okay to them. But they are also a shop that doesn't like specialize in rotary stuff. So I'm taking it to a shop that does most that only works on rotary cars right now. So he's a rotary rebuilder. I've been to him multiple times with a bunch of rotary stuff. It's just that the shop is really far from me, so I can't go to him every single time. So I normally just do like the basic stuff, like alignments at a closer shop. But anyways, enough rambling on. I'm heading there right now. I'm about like 20 minutes late though. I was supposed to be there at 11. It's like 10:40 now. And it is a bit of a drive, so I'm just gonna try to get there as soon as I can, but there's no traffic, so hopefully, you know, just cross we can hit the gas a little bit, you know, and get there maybe slightly faster, you know, without breaking any of the speed limit. We'll try to get there as quick as we can without breaking the speed limit. Do the best that we can, you know. Alright guys, so I just got to the shop, just parked the Rx8, but my man's is actually not here yet. He's running a little bit late, and I'm really happy that he's running a bit late because that means I'm not late, you know? I was worried that because I was 20 minutes late, he's gonna be waiting for me, but thank God that I wasn't the only one running late. So, you know, now that I'm not late, I get to show you guys around a little bit because I don't think I really got to show you guys much last time I was at the shop. Obviously, there's a lot more cool cars on the inside, but they do have a pretty nice lineup out here as well. Bunch of Subarus out here, but what I'm really interested in is these two FC RX7s right here. Because if you guys don't know, there was a solid while where I almost bought a FC instead of my Rx8. Honestly, I wasn't even looking at Rx8s mainly. I wanted a FC RX7 because, you know, it gets me closer to my dream car, which is a FD RX7. But during the time I was looking for them, there was just like no clean FCs popping up, which there are a few right now, but at this point, like, you know, I'm just gonna stick with the Rx8. But during that time, I was actually speaking to a lot of people I spoke to a lot of people with like pretty decent Rx7s. I was trying to buy one that actually was really good upstate, but the guy that I was just speaking to just was not super responsive. I was asking for more pictures before I go up there because it was like a 3-hour drive. If I went up there, I wanted to get the car. I was asking for more pictures, and he just never sent me those pictures. But he would reply. He'll be like, hey, yeah, I could get you those pictures like later on this weekend, and then that weekend never comes. And then eventually he ends up removing the listing from the from Facebook Marketplace. So I assume he sold that, or I don't know what happened. But I did see it get reposted, the car get reposted like a few months later. So I don't know, I guess the person that bought it decided to sell it as well. So I don't know what's wrong with the car, but there was a solid while where I almost had bought a FC RX7 instead of my RX8 right there. It's like, yeah, it's like just the car is like constantly vibrating. I tried to get it on video multiple times, but it's hard to pop up on video because it's like a vibration and not like a noticeable sound.
A lot of times with these cars and mounts, like you see this right here?
Yeah.
This is engine mount.
Like the vibrating?
Yeah, see that?
Yeah. I thought that was just normal.
No.
Okay.
Because there's no tranny mount on this car.
Okay.
It's on a power plant frame. So these engine mounts, especially this one, the passenger side, it's like right by the exhaust header. So a lot of times that mount, it looks fine, but they collapse. Like 90% of the time they collapse, and also the outside could look fine, but it's the inside that has like the rubber, the dampener in it. So a lot of times that part goes bad, and you'll see like shaking like this would happen.
So this, it's been a thing for like a while now, so I just never paid much attention to it because.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. I always thought, like, you know, the shifter just vibrates because it was like that in all the other manual cars I've owned, so I figured that was normal. I didn't know this was, you know, it was vibrating. It's honestly not that crazy right now, but it is. Yeah.
That's too much shaking.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I could actually see like the air pump moving. You see that now?
Okay, yeah, no, that's a lot more noticeable.
Yeah. So that's engine mounts. And obviously, with it being warm right now, even the idle is different because the engine did warm up. So on a cold start, you would feel it more because, you know, the engine's colder, the idle's a lot lower.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright guys, I'm currently leaving the shop right now. I think we did confirm what the issue is though. I think it is the motor mount. So the first... Oh, the guy's letting me go. How nice. Alright, so yeah, I think we confirmed it to be the motor mounts. I guess the first diagnostic that I got from Crown was just a little bit off. But I mean, he is the rotary guy, so like, you know, all he does is rotaries, like RX8s, RX7, so I kind of just trust his judgment here. And I did see the motor vibrating a lot right now as well when he popped open the hood, so everything is making sense to me. So I think I'm just gonna replace the motor mounts and see what happens from there. Yeah, I figured it wasn't anything to do with like the engine though, because when Crown suggested it could be like a fuel pump or like anything like that, I figured it wasn't the case because the car runs like perfectly fine. Like there's like RPMs not bouncing around, nothing like that. Like, you know, I feel like I would know, or like the engine would act a certain way if it was something to do with like engine management situation, like air, fuel, or spark, anything like that. So I already did buy the spark plugs just in case it was. So I might just put those on anyway, since it's like a maintenance. It's a maintenance like part anyways, or I might just hold on to it for a little bit and put it on when it's actually time to switch it out, because I put on new spark plugs on this car not that long ago. So yeah, I'll see what happens from then, but I'm glad that I figured out it wasn't anything like engine management wise. So just having it be motor mounts is perfectly fine with me. I'll just buy some real quick and we'll, you know, buy the new motor mounts and then just slap it on the car, and it'll make the car feel a little bit better. Maybe I should even go for like some performance mounts. We'll see about that, but yeah, I'm just gonna drive home right now. Yo, what's up guys? It's currently the next day. I'm actually about to head to work right now, but while the car is warming up, I want to get your opinion on something, right? Real quick. So, a little while back, right? Probably like a few weeks ago, I got these as a gift from someone. If you don't know what these are, it's kind of like eyelids for your headlights. I had them on my Miata before, but I'm not sure if I should put them on this car. So I'm just gonna, you know, quickly slide them in here real quick and get your opinion on it. So let me just set this up real quick. All right. You ready for the reveal? So this is what it would look like if I put it on. It's essentially just this carbon fiber piece right here is held by some 3M tape, and it kind of just, you know, slides in there under the hood, bam, and you get this as a finished look. Not really sure how I feel about it though. I don't think, alright, so I think for some cars, eyelids makes the car look a lot more aggressive, and that's really good, right? But for the Rx8, I'm not really sure if I want to go in that direction, and I can't really tell if this is too ricey or not. So let me know in the comment section below. Is this nice, or is it just rice, you know? So let me just take one side out for comparison so you guys can double really. Oh, just dropped it right there. It's not a scratch. I think that is a scratch, but you know, we'll worry about that later. What do you guys think? Without or with? Without or with? I don't know. But yeah, now I actually gotta go before I'm late for work though. That never really gets old, you know, 9,000 RPM. Even though it takes all my gas away. But you know what's crazy, guys? So literally the day when I went, which was like 2 days ago, right? So 2 days ago I went and I took the car to the shop to get it diagnosed, the motor mounts, and I had filled up the tank to a full tank on that day, and now we're at a little bit less than a half a tank. You know, I say that as I'm doing like a little pull, but I don't do that often, all right? I promise, guys. I actually promise. I don't do pulls that often. You know, I just, yeah, I don't know, guys. Yeah, I don't do pulls all that much at all, if ever, honestly. Yeah.
Alright, what's up guys? You have made it to the end of the video. If you guys made it this far, I hope you guys know I appreciate every single one of you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch my content. And I say this at the end of every single video, but I really mean that, so hopefully you guys understand how much I really appreciate you guys. But I'm currently just really debating between which brand of motor mounts I want to go for right now. There's really a few brands that I'm considering. I think Megan Racing is the cheapest one right now, sitting at like $280-ish. It's gonna be the closest to OEM as well, because it's a rubber mount. So it's like a hardened rubber mount, so you know it's gonna ride a little bit stiffer, but it's still rubber, so it's gonna be able to keep all those vibrations down at like lower RPMs. So that's gonna be the one closest to OEM. OEM is kind of really high up there in prices right now. I guess it has something to do with the car being 20-year-old. They probably don't got much stocks of those, but the OEM ones are like looking at 180, 190 per mount, and I'm gonna need 2 of those, so that's gonna be like almost $400 right there. And then aside from that, I'm also considering the Ryan rotary performance ones. Those are going to be the most expensive, sitting around like $440-ish. And then BHR motor mounts, which are around, last time I think it was also around 400, like low 400s. But I'm really just picking between those 4 right now. Probably, I don't know. I'm just gonna do more research and read up on them before I make a purchase, because you know motor mounts are gonna make a pretty big difference in how the car drives, and I want to just make sure that I'm fully committed to whatever setup that I'm gonna pick. But I have had like performance motor mounts before, so I don't think like low vibrations or even like little slightly harsher vibrations are gonna bother me too much. But yeah. One more thing though, if you guys been keeping up with the videos, you guys will understand, like you guys will know, like I've been just having a string of bad luck recently. Unfortunately, that string of bad luck continues, so if you guys made it this far in the video, you guys have like first dibs on the story. But essentially someone hacked my Sony PlayStation account. I haven't had a PlayStation in like a year or so, like, you know, I haven't touched it. But someone hacked my account, and unfortunately my debit card was still attached to it. Surprisingly, it didn't expire yet. I guess I must have updated the card recently for something. I'm not remembering, but it's not like the craziest thing in the world, because I do remember logging into PlayStation not that long ago for something. I just can't remember what for. But someone hacked into my PlayStation account, my debit card was on it, and whoever hacked it just went on a shopping spree. They literally bought like every game that they saw, and it kind of just drained out my bank account. So I literally am super broke right now. Still, I had to call my bank to cancel my card. I'm disputing those charges right now. But yeah, it just sucks. It's just like, it's crazy how many bad things are happening. I feel like every bad thing that could happen to a human being is all happening to me right now, and it kind of sucks, but I'm just trying to remain positive through it all. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the money back, because you know it's a fraudulent charge, so I'm pretty sure my bank is just gonna be able to dispute those charges and give me the money, right? fingers crossed at least. But it was digital downloads that they bought. I don't know how refund works on those. I don't know if Sony does refunds on those, but I mean, regardless, it wasn't me, so I'm expecting to get my money back, and I think that's what the bank told me, that I will be able to get my money back. So I'm just looking forward to that right now. But yeah, so just thought I'd keep you guys updated on what's happening in my life so far. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a lot better days or nights than me, you know. How are your guys' days going, right? Let me know in the comment sections below. I love to interact with you guys. A lot of you guys been recently, right? I've been seeing a lot more comments recently saying everyone's buying an RX8 all of a sudden. And I don't know if I'm the main reason why you guys are buying the RX8s, or if, you know, you're just seeing them pop up on the marketplace and they're pretty affordable and they're pretty cheap. So I have a few video ideas in mind for like upcoming things. Like maybe I could give you guys some hints on like tips on like what you should do to your RX8 first and what have I done to mine. I'm surprised I haven't done a video like that already, but enough rambling on here. I've rambled on for like 4 minutes already, oh my god. But I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you guys are having a great day, great night, wherever you are around the world, and hope you guys continue to do so, because there's always brighter days ahead. At least that's what I'm telling myself right now. But yeah, until the next video guys, stay safe out there, drive safely, alright? Peace.